Come over so we join us. Can't get murdered in elder on the island. These things stay the same. What I'm saying, looking around the whole world changed. You caught up in the fast bucks party while you lying in the bathtub. We don't know education. Says it soon 3 o'clock. He had disappeared. He got shot. Oh no. Turn on television. I'm watching the king. Hey. Oh, to take me place to life. Even though we can't, but we got to. Cause Turn the page, just take it. Even if I want on my own on street, this guy needed to own. I get it, it's too late. I don't I in the back of the car.
Oh yeah. Boy. Here we go. 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 Welcome. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Word on the Street. Just for the record, now, the Word on the Street. It's been a while. This street has been empty, but that's okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it all right. So, my name is Lamar Newcomer Trey. Again, I'd like to welcome you to, for the record, the Word on the Street. It's been a while, but we're here today. We're here tonight. And a little rusty here. But having some things, issues. Everybody got the issues of life, and so I'm here today to hopefully talk about some issues that we got going on here. So just bear with me. I hear this echo going on. You can see where that's all about. Okay, just hold on. Bear with me. All right, how's that? Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight here. Testing it out. When the best plan of mice and men. Sometimes you fall through the cracks. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. All right. How's that going? Is that working for us? All right. Let's see what this because I'm getting feedback. Okay. All right. So let me just start off by saying, um, have mercy. Have mercy. You know how I like to do it. I just like to, chop it up a little bit. We talk, and you know, I'm going to give you my perspective, on, how I see things on my side of the street, and you can go ahead and, shoot yours in there. And it's okay. We can agree or we can disagree. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be disagreeable. Yeah, we just want to, say what's on our mind. Let it lie. Just fall. That's all. We ain't, I'm trying to make a movement. Don't get it but I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, you know, get all in your business where you're going to be so angry that you ain't going to be able to think straight. If that happens, it's on you, not on me. Because my purpose in life is just, put out what I think. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you go ahead and comment on what you think. You know, somewhere in the middle of the truth there. So sometimes we smart, sometimes we. Okay, so tonight I'm going to talk about a little, um, stuff that's been happening recently, but it's really the same old stuff. Really, it is because nothing has changed. I mean, people, the players have changed. I can't say nothing because some of the players have changed, but the situation and the goal it has not changed at all. Those who have, you're trying to get more, and those that have not, they're just trying to get some. They're just trying to get some. And there's a great deal of folks that just giving up. They're done. They're through. They're no longer, want to be, you know, counting among the people who are trying to make the thing happen. So, but I just tell you, don't get tired. Don't get tired. Always try to put your best foot forward. I mean, you might not make it this time, but hey, maybe the guy behind you succeed where you didn't make it. But you laid the ground. You put something down. You paid it forward so that somebody else behind you can go ahead and perhaps make it through. Okay, so yeah, I will talk about a few things tonight. You know, uh, you know, you know, just random, some scattered stuff. But I want to start off with the day's news flash. It's another shooting that has been publicized in the news that happened in Tennessee. At school. Now this is a private school, so no school is exempt from violence. You know, now it's become a thing. Violence in school, but just in general, America's a violent country. It just is. And if anybody think anything other than that, you're a liar, and the truth ain't in you. Yeah, it was founded on violence, and it continued to be a violent country. They make kind of make it look pretty. Violence, is violence, whether it's physical violence, economic violence, spiritual violence. The violence is violence. And the foundation of the world is created in violence. Yeah, here in America. Yeah, we're a violent country. And being a violent country, we're only doing what we know to do. Yeah. And a lot of folks don't want to hear that. But that's the base. Because if it wasn't true, it wouldn't be happening. We wouldn't have so much violence. Yeah. Against, nobody's innocent. Everybody's guilty of something. But even having said that a lot of people don't deserve what is being laid out in this place. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you got people just coming up, just doing whatever they want to do. You got people that just want to, you know, uh, you know, disrupt, you know, what you're trying to do because they're violent and they're acting like they're not violent, but they're violent. Yeah, just like this. I mean, just a violent country. And the and the and the common thread you know about this thing is everybody practices it, whether it's on the offense or the defense. But everybody is violent. You know, I'm gonna say that a big butt and a smile don't let it fool you. They're violent too. You know, even the little children. You know, they're violent. You ever see little children? Yeah, they're violent as well. But just because we live in this violent extreme, you don't have to stay there. I don't believe we have to, but until we get together and say, hey, enough is enough. You better protect yourself because ain't nobody else can come to your rescue. Now, back to you know, the killing in that school in Tennessee. You know, again, violence, violence, and they're gonna be you know humming and scratching their head and giving out condolences and all that. You know, that that's just word. That's the word. So what you're telling me is, America, you don't have the means to stop all this violence. Is your nature or your habit so ingrained that you can't stop it? No, no, you can stop it if you wanted to, but you just don't want to. You don't want to, and just how I see it from my side of the street is because you agree. Yeah, you agree. You agree is not going to do it. Now, what does that mean? What does that look like? Greed. Greed comes in all kinds of shapes and forms. You know, uh, and I'm not saying that there's a issue with greed because a certain amount of greed is good. Yeah, a certain amount of doing it over, doing anything overboard is not good. Yeah. So, but here, man, this is the home of the brave. Yeah, it's the home in the land of the free. That's where we are. Yeah, people come here. People come here for that purpose, for greed. To line their pockets, so they can do better with their families, so they can get their families in a position of wealth or position of one-upmanship or two-upmanship. But they don't want they don't want to be the bottom. Some people do, but the majority of people still don't want the bottom. They don't necessarily, no, they don't necessarily want to stay here. They just want to get the bag and run. Yeah, and I get it. I get it. You know, if you feel like you got to get the bag and run, hey, get the bag and run. But we have opened the door to that from the beginning. Getting the bag and run, and and if anybody gets in our way, we're gonna mow them over. We're just gonna mow them over. That's the American way. And and whenever I see some people act so shocked about that, I just just be lying to yourself. Yeah, yeah. Now there's always some levels of greed, and like I said, a healthy dose of greed is nothing wrong with it. Some people call it greed, some people call it ambition. You know, yeah. But but if you go overboard on anything, it just ain't no good. And so in Tennessee, you know, I have people, heard people just today, after the killing, talking about once again, you know, uh, guns still. I mean, I've never saw a gun jump off a shelf and start killing people. I just never saw it. And if anybody would see that, please send me the video. Please send me the video. I've never seen it. And I've held a lot of guns. I've been around a lot of guns. Not only guns, but all kinds of weapons. Yeah. But I've never seen any weapon just get on off the shelf or jump from a rocket launcher or any sort of thing and started killing them. I never saw it before. Now I've seen people pick them up and start killing people. So this thing where guns, you know, guns kill people. No, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Animals kill people. A whole lot of diseases kill people, but guns don't kill people. Now it's a tool, just like everything else. It can be a tool for destruction, or it can be a tool for construction. But the nut behind it is people. They're the ones doing all the killing, not the guns, not the guns. And again, this is how I see it. For my side of the street, that's just a lie that they use to make their point. That's what they believe. And that's okay. Some people still believe in unicorns. I get it, but guns do not kill people. I don't care what you say. At the moment you can put video of that where a gun is killing somebody, then I'll retract what I said. But guns have never killed anybody. People have killed people. Animals have killed people. Diseases have killed people. But guns have never killed anyone. Now they've been used to kill somebody, but then again, the gun itself did not. And so when we think about that, you know, um, this is where it's kind of sticky. Now, I don't believe everybody should have a gun. Now, I didn't say that. There's some folks that don't need guns. That's right. There's some folks that don't need guns. Yeah, and but with that being said, those who don't need to have guns, it's got to be reasonable. They have to be reasonable. Now, somebody who's drunk, angry, and just totally messed up in the head, there's no way in the world they need to have a gun. There's no. I mean, I can't say why they should have a gun. But then he goes say, that makes them, you know, vulnerable to those crazy folks, who don't need guns as well. So, that to me that puts me in a dilemma. Two wrongs doesn't make a right, or two right doesn't make a wrong. I don't know, but I do believe just everybody don't need a gun as a tool, just like everybody don't need to be driving a car as a tool. Yeah, everybody does not need to be a certain uh, perfection. You know, so this thing about guns killing people, you can never you can never sell me on that, and you cannot sell that to most of America because responsible people know that the majority of folk are responsible when it comes to guns. I don't care if it's an AR-15 or it's a AK-47. You know, most folk are responsible. But there's always that one or two or three or four that's going to be off the reservation, and that they have to be killed accordingly. I remember when I was going to school, and it used to be a time, if you messed up, you know, you're the one who got the consequences. You're the one who suffered the consequences. But now, they get this thing, this no fault thing, where both parties are subject to the consequence of someone else did wrong. Yeah, you did wrong. Okay, you know, the guy who you did wrong to, they serve the consequences too. Both of y'all suspended. Both of y'all, expelled. It's again, that's just being lazy. That's just being lazy, and that's the same approach they're using with guns, with guns, particularly guns. You know, you got a 30 clip magazine, a 40 clip magazine, a 100 drum magazine. That's too much ammo. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I mean, you can steal as easy with five as you can with 10. You know, some people are so bad shot, they need 100. But that's not the point. Again, it's not the bullets, it's not the gun, it's the individual. That's where you have to, that's where you have to have the courage to deal with the individual, not the tool, not the tool. But that's how I see it on my side of the street. So, I feel really, some kind of way about those people who got killed today because, it happened, but it wasn't the fault of the gun. It just so happened it was a gun. They could have used, they could have simply ran them all over. In any number of ways, that this violent nation could kill some people. But we're just trying to make it easy to use the gun as a scapegoat. Just trying to make it easy to use the gun as a scapegoat. And that's just it, you know. And so, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? I hear these politicians talk about most of the nation want this, that. If most of the nation wants something, it's going to get done. Period. As a matter of fact, it don't take everybody to be on board. It just take a critical mass of folk to say what yay or nay. But you see, these same politicians, I'm talking about Democrats and Republicans and independents and whoever you are, they have no fear of the constituents until it's time for them to get it for reelection. Other than that, they don't care about you as much. Now they got to keep you a little bit in mind, but you're not the main focus. Because if you were the main focus, you would be, or we wouldn't be in the situation where we're talking about let's do something with the guns. Hey, let's do something with the people. So I hear a lot. Oh, it's a mental, health issues. I understand that. Yes, there's some mental health issues too, and there's and some and uh, you can you can drain that any way you want to because once a group start labeling you as a thing, it's hard, and the consensus you fall in line with it. It's hard to recover from that. You see, and that's where we are. No, it's a mental health issue, and they'll just keep on redefining what mental health is until it gets to a point where anytime you do anything against what they say, and they have a bunch of guidelines, rules, and regulations on what mental health is. Everybody's crazy at some point. Everybody has had a crazy thought at some point in their life. They have to because this is a crazy world. And if you try to make it through it, you're gonna. And if you're trying to plan, you got to look out for the crazy folk as well as the uncrazy folk at any particular time. Yeah. And so weapons, you know, yeah, it's a tool, but people are the real problem. That's the people are the real problem. And not only when I say people, because there's a separation of people. You got here in America, you got classes of people, and depending on where you land on the spectrum will depend or determine, how much the injustice you're going to receive. That's what I said. How much injustice you're going to receive. Yeah, because when it comes to American justice, it's no it's no joke. It's no joke. They can stop you and put you away, and you be locked up. And I want to hear this thing about your constitutional right. Oh, that goes out the window. That goes right out the window because the person who is interpreting what your constitutional rights are is on the spot. Yeah, yeah. You can violate your constitutional rights 5 minutes a Sunday and justify the reason, and it's acceptable. Don't let nobody fool you. Now you're gonna have to fight like hell to overcome it. But if it's your constitutional right, why the hell you fight for it? Especially for someone who's supposed to be upholding the Constitution. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the way it is in the United States of this America. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. I love America. I love the United States of America. This is my home. Yeah, this is where I'm born, bred, and, this is where this is it for me. However, because this is it, I'm not gonna let it just continue to go wild. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that person who's gonna just let things do where it wants to do. No, and that's because I do love this place called USA. Yeah, but you know, love comes in many disguises. It comes in many shapes and forms. It just does. And uh, what was once acceptable is not, it's no longer. Yeah, I re- I remember when you know you talked about you know other uh, countries or other groups, but you could talk about America among yourself, but you wouldn't go out there out there in the lands in the far street and start talking about it like that. No, I think people are the the tapestry of America has changed. We talk about melting pot. Man, this is a frying pan. This thing is hot. This thing is hot. We have no unity. United. Just think about that. The United States of America. Yeah, well, there's nothing united about us. There is. There's nothing united about us. Now the divided States of America. Now that sounds more true. And we're so divided, and we're going to always be divided until we tackle the original sin. Now, what is the original sin of America? Let me see. Hmm. What is the original sin of America? Oh, the treatment of the AOS community or the FBA community. Any of the folk who were here, the ancestors, the lineage that goes all the way back to slavery. That is their original sin. I don't care what they say. I'm not the Indians because the Indians is the same way too. All y'all just don't. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I say Indians, yeah, the so-called Indians, the so-called indigenous people who were here, they're the fair skinned Indians. I'm not talking, and there were some black Indians too now here. Yeah, black Indians, but they were called Indians. But they're the native people here. Yes, but that's the stuff they don't teach you or want you to know about here in America. Yeah, they don't want you to know that. And so until America addressed that foundational truth, there's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be a problem as long as we exist. And that's why I believe they're trying to get rid of us. In West Virginia, they're talking about they will not replace us. Replace you with what? You're the replacement. Yeah, you're the replacement. You came here after we did. Majority of you. Yeah, you came here after we did. The majority of you. Hmm. Yeah. So replace, what you mean replace the replacement? You're the second string, and you don't want to be replaced by the third string. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, yeah. But if we just all were just Americans, period, point blank, we wouldn't have this problem. But because we're all not Americans, we get that problem. We have that problem, and it's not going to get fixed by you know handouts, giveaways, and all bags of goodies. No, no, no. Not to everybody. If everybody gets their hand out and everybody gets the same thing, no, no, that's not going to work. And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to work. Because if you work 40 hours a week and at whatever pay that you agree to, when payday came, you want your money. You don't want nobody to take that money and give it to somebody who didn't do the work. No, you'd be pretty upset about that. Yeah, 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 yeah. But basically, that's what America is doing to us. When I say us, I'm talking about American descendants of slavery. I'm talking about foundational Black Americans. I'm talking about the Black Americans whose lineage can be traced through the killing field of plantations and slavery. That's yes, the original backbone of this country. Yes, them. Yeah. Someone asked me recently, saying, what about the people who just start coming over here, and why should they pay, you know, for that? They don't have no skin in the game. And this is my reply to them. Now listen to me carefully. If you come to America, I don't care when you come. When you if you come to America and you get on the free roads, then you're okay. But if you get on the toll roads, you got to pay. And anybody who's coming here that is not an ADOS, a Foundation Black American, you come here on the toll road. You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay the toll to do business. That's it. It can't get any more simpler than that. You're gonna have to pay to do business in America. And all you corporations that in the past that made money off America, foundation, Black Americans or ADOS citizens, do have to pay as well. No statute of limitation on that. You have to pay. You have to pay. And I'm not talking about a voucher. I'm not talking about no land grants. I'm not talking about education or none of that because everybody else is getting that. I'm talking about settlements, cash settlements to each individual who is the lineage from the killing fields of slavery here in America. Now, having said that, you know the the cash payments. You know, I don't have a number, but I know some people in the days in in the days of economy. I know some people, and then I'm not talking about a cash payment to just to get you started. No, I'm talking about a cash payment that will get you caught up. Not with just the average, but with the above average. That's right. That's how reparations work. Man, accrued interest. We start off with a cash payment, and then once you say, well, let's just say let's just go figure out there. Let's say $20 million per family. I can let some folks going, $20 million, $20 million, $20 million. Okay. All right. So and that $20 million. All right. So you say we can't get the $20 million. You gonna have to make payments with interest. You're gonna have to make payments with interest, like we have to make payments with interest. Yeah. Until the debt is satisfied. Until the debt is satisfied. So yeah, yeah. So we talk about what is fair and right. We're talking about what is fair and right. I said, well, why don't you accept, how, land grants and vouchers and all this kind of stuff? Because it takes money. Even you give me a land grant, it takes money. You pay taxes, to build, the whole 9 yards. See, what we need is true economic empowerment. And you ain't gonna get that with no land grant. You're just not gonna get it with no land grant. Because then all the money that the vouchers, they go right back to the thing, going back to your captive. This is like, your sharecropping. Well, hell, they should go. We don't want to sharecrop anymore. Yeah, you owe your soul to the company store. No, you give me my money, and I'll make the determination on what I'm gonna do with it. I will get my land. I will get my whatever. I will get all the things that I need and lots of things that I want. If I get my direct payment, that's how that works. That's how it should work. Reparation. And see, we have folk who are just in the mindset of, oh, we can't get that. That's asking too much. No, you're asking too little. Because you have been uh, brainwashed or you've been taught that you don't deserve or you don't, need or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And so you fall in that group, that Potomac group, the group that say, we don't deserve it, we ain't gonna get it. No, 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 that is not true. But we have to be able to, you know, get on board and keep on, demanding. That's the word I'm using. We're demanding. Yeah. Every other group can demand and get, but when it comes to us, oh, we gotta we gotta do study or we got to see about it, or we ain't got the money for it. No, all kinds of excuses when it comes to our needs and wants. But and I'm talking about you Democrats as well as you Republicans. I'm talking about you Black Democrats, you Black uh, Republicans. You know, you're running the wrong way if you cannot justify, if you cannot articulate, the needs of our people, we don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you at all. Because right now, believe it or not, our life depends on it. It does. It does. Our life depends on it. And so if we don't get, we don't get it popping, then pretty soon it's gonna be a point where no return, no return, no return. We're not gonna be able. We won't be able to sustain, what we got going on right now. Just can't. So yeah, we're gonna have to up our game. We're gonna have to, know, uh, you know, get to talking, organizing, and stay committed to this thing. You know, A lot of folks don't even know that the reparation movement is in full swing. Because and I'm not knocking anybody who are in a place where the only thing they know is today. Because a lot of us, that's how we live. We live for today. You know, tomorrow's not promised. I understand that, but I'd rather have something for tomorrow when it gets here than not. There's a saying I like to say: "It's better to have and don't need than to need and don't have." And so a lot of you, us, me, is included in that. We're thinking like, this is it. And we can't. It can't get no better than this. But that's not true. That is not true. We got to, really, we got to stick together. And I ain't talking about kumbaya. No, no, man. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about stick together for this issue. Stick together with this issue because there's a lot of other issues that that is not common to us. But the reparation issue, our financial existence issue, that is common. That's the common denominator. Every you know foundational black or ADOS person, that is our common crossroad right there, right there. That's our common mark. So we need to we need to yeah, we need to get on it. What really? We need to get on it. Stop, just talking about it, but be about it. Stop talking about it and be about it. So, hey, I say to you that reparations is an issue that we got to continue to hammer. We can't let it, rest. We just can't let that rest because that's true. Reparations is true freedom for our people. That's why they don't want to give it to you. They want to keep you under their thumb. That's why they don't want to give us reparations because they want to keep you enslaved. They want to keep you in the cycle of not even enough. You're like a greyhound chasing a rabbit, on a mechanical wheel. You know, you think you get close, they speed it up, and you got to run a little bit more. And then you get close again, they speed it up some more. I say, aren't you tired? Are you tired of chasing rabbits? You ought to be. You ought to be. And so that means we've got to take a strong look at who represents us. Yeah. Now I know people have uh, some kind of feeling for certain individuals in their community, and because they're going on by their reputation, and that's good. You ought to go by the reputation, but you also need to go by what have they done for me lately. Just because they, you know, administered some sort of good act in the past, but have not done anything for you lately, that you need to shake them up. You need to shake them up. Yeah, it's okay to give them an opportunity to get their stuff together, but then when they don't get together, and you've told them already that they need to get their act in line, that they can't do it. I'm sorry, bye bye, ready. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Yeah, you can't be always sentimental about kinfolk because some of them got to become loose so that the rest of the people can survive. You got, you know, the Congressional Black Caucus. You know, they don't represent us. They don't represent us. Not in earnest. Not in earnest. Not in earnest. Afraid. I don't listen. If you do not get something passed on the first go round, I can understand that. Maybe not even on the second go round. But if you are not fighting for me, that's a damn shame. I want to know, are you going to fight for me, and not just fight? Get together like somebody's out there, the other boasting. Oh, I'm kicking butt. I'm kicking butt. As soon as they get behind the closed door, they're out there, kissing butt instead of kicking butt. No, I don't want that. I don't even need that. I don't need you to be up there, talking smack, in the open. And once you get behind closed doors, you're kissing butt. No, I want you to still be back there kicking butt. I want you to kick butt all the way out. Kick that butt up and down the road until we get what we need and get what we want. That's the kind of representatives we have. That's the kind of representatives that we need. We don't need no milquetoast. We don't need no sorry characters. I understand about compromise, but not at the detriment of us. We need to get some wins and stop taking all these L's. And this is not going to change. Last year, 2022, they signed the legislation for lynching. Damn, that's a shame. That's a shame. And there, everybody happy. Yeah, okay. That shit should have been done a long time ago. Really, believe me when I say that. That's not a victory. That's not a victory because they're still going to do it to us. You know why? Because they can. They got this mentality where it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's how they see us. They don't need to ask for the permission to do us any kind of way because they know they're going to be getting forgiveness on the backside. You better think about it. You better think about it. You better think about it. Yeah. So I'm going ahead and cut for tonight. But I strongly suggest that we wake it up. Don't follow. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. You know. You know. You need more gun uh, legislation. No, you need more people legislation. Yeah, you need more people legislation. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. All right, y'all. Thank y'all again. It's good to be back to talk with you. Hopefully, we'll be able to do this again. And till the next time, my brothers and sisters, hey, do not take any wooden nickels, and do not take the SHIE. All right, y'all.